Hello.
Hello. I wish there was a place to sell some stuff. There does not appear to be a place where I can sell shit. Oh well.
There will be much later when you've addressed most of the map.
Where am I and why am I not on the map? I'm in this camp, right? Yeah. I don't know why I'm... There I am. Oh, it's because I moused over it, and so it just sort of... My marker disappeared. I see. Hello, Doc! Hello, Ferb! I'm gonna go deal with this first.
Just as a warning,
Yes.
by the way, this is the map where you're going to start to notice an uptick in difficulty with the rifts.
Ah, good to know.
You're going to start noticing more and more higher level demons.
Okay, well that actually might be a nice change because they've actually felt... A lot of the stuff that's been here has been feeling pretty easy.
I'm just warning you, not because I don't think it's doable, just because I don't want you to go in there thinking it's going to be...
Oh yeah, me walking in there for no reason and then go, uh-oh. Why suddenly so powerful?
You'll start to notice multiple pride demons, for example.
Oh. So far, we haven't really had, So far, we haven't really had a ton of them that way. How's everybody's days been going?
Been going.
Well, I know how yours has been going. I've been talking to you all day.
You said everybody. Am I not part of the everybody?
Yes, you count.
Doc says
that's why my sound sounds weird. Hold on a minute. 1 second. I just realized why this sounds funny to me. Wrong headphones. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Oh, you've been feeling anxious, Ferb? I'm sorry to hear that. 1 sec.
Doc says...
Man, and here I thought I was all on the ball. I was like, yeah, I got it.
Doc says that the news about Neil Gaiman
Don't connect to my phone,
contributed.
connect to my computer. Connect to the pooter. Do it! Connect. There we go.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, have you heard about
Now the
Neil
headphones are
Gaiman?
What happened to him?
We'll talk about it after stream.
Oh boy. Is he okay?
No.
Oh, well.
He is an awful person, it seems. But
well,
again, we'll talk about it after stream.
Okay. Why can I not zoom in and out? There we go. Neil Gaiman's an author. Why are we not... Oh, hello. No, get out of there.
Yeah, it's also not Twitch appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, all I knew is that there was an article about him and I hadn't had a chance to read it yet. So.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
Well. Just see Blackwall over there wailing on that thing with a big ass sword. Yeah, Ferb said that they purposefully did not read the article that was posted.
Yeah.
Specifically because they knew it was going to be difficult to read. I see. Well...
It is as difficult as I think it could ever get.
This flower is below the surface of the earth, and I cannot pick it, and the hoarder in me is mad about that.
It's interesting that you bring up Terry Pratchett, Doc, because I'm actually getting ready to read Discworld.
Ooh, cool. I've heard many good things about that.
Yeah.
He writes in a style that I myself try sometimes to mimic when I write completely text things and not comic things. Writes
Kind of,
a bit
yeah, it's
like Douglas Adams.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Douglas Adams' way of writing. There's something just so delightful about the sentence, "It hung in the air exactly the way a brick doesn't."
Also, Doc, I don't think Terry Pratchett would probably have known. He doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would stay quiet.
Yeah.
If he had known.
Yeah, people do unacceptable things. He was kind of the sort of person to just sort of...
Should we look around?
Deluded Chevalier. Right, do we want to take care of that now? I guess... Oh, wait a minute. The road to the place we want to go to is over here.
Doc says, I've seen a cartoon adaptation of a scene of one of his books, and it was hilarious. Yeah, I was watching... I was actually watching a actual play of the GURPS tabletop system based off of Discworld, and I only knew that it was a little goofy. But the intro describes Rincewind as being as busy as a dead dog on a termite mound, and I was like, oh my god, that's a great description!
Yeah.
I have to read this.
Oh yeah, the Hitchhiker's Guide way of writing is a delight, and I guess also the Terry Pratchett way of writing.
Yeah. I mean, I've read
so good.
Yeah, I've read Hitchhikers, and I loved it.
Yeah. It's
part of the
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. No, you go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say it's the reason that me and my friend Jack have an ongoing desire to create a scenario where we can hear 10,000 people say "wop" simultaneously. Because that's the sound the ship makes. I guess I can't go that way. I see. Oh! Doc says that he remembers that Pratchett actually played the Elder Scrolls Oblivion when he was writing his goblin book, Snuff. I don't know he's got a goblin named Snuff. You know, I should make an alternate skin. I don't know when I'd use it, but I should make an alternate skin for my VTuber that is my goblin Bucket. Bucket's a delight. She's a glamour bard. The School of Glamour Bard. Bear! I don't want to fight with you, Bear.
Or maybe you do. You can get great claws from him.
True. He is a great bear. He probably has great claws. He is level 15, and I am very much above that, so... Maybe it won't be that bad. Hello, bear! I was gonna let you live, but Mike convinced me I shouldn't, so if you're mad, it's his fault.
I've been also checking out the update for Project Zomboid. I have to say there are the bigger changes I like. Like they completely overhauled the lighting for the game. There are now like basements and sewers that you can explore. Buildings can be taller.
This bear has mange.
But there are like smaller things. They added a muscle strain system that just makes carrying things annoying. They made keys like actually count toward your weight.
No.
They made crafting harder, which is really annoying.
But it was already hard!
I know. They also made it so that like it's harder to get positive traits in character creation. I honestly don't think that the game needs to be harder. The game just needs more depth. And I don't think these systems add depth. I think it's just annoying. And I think most people agree. I think most people in the community agree, which is not a good sign, because you'd think that it's like, oh, well, you can just turn these off in the settings, but the problem is that they're wasting time adding these features that no one wants. So I hope they take note of the feedback they're getting from the community and focus more on just adding fun mechanics.
Agreed. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys have seen Bucket, have you? You saw her when I made the wallpaper.
Call me crazy, but I just want my games to be fun.
Yes, that is really the priority.
You'd think.
One would expect. Ah, something fancy over there. Oh, it's not up on anything, it's just sitting. Well then let me take care of that.
Chaotic says, and if they don't heed their audience? If they don't heed their audience, they're gonna lose it, and it's gonna be a dead game.
Yeah, and that'll be sad. Oh, we're making a horse.
They rely on, you know, a casual audience to keep their game afloat, like any game. And so, you know, anytime you move towards alienating that audience, it's like, okay, well, you're just like destroying your player base for no reason. It's like when Overwatch shifted to focusing on competitive.
Oh, did you see that short I put out? I've never seen the game die twice before. I was like, damn, ow. Horse! Waiting for some kind of quest objectives in Project Zomboid to check it out. I need stuff to do in order to enjoy a game. The sandbox is hard for me. I understand that.
Yeah, it's definitely not in a state right now where if you don't enjoy setting your own goals,
yeah,
you know, but I think their plan is to eventually add NPCs and stuff, so
yeah.
It is in the pipeline at some point. It's just the more time they take developing features nobody wants, the longer it will take for them to get to that point.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. I wanted to read this. The constellation Equinor. Oh, we can upgrade coal after this. Referred to as the Stallion in common parlance, the constellation Equinor has historically been depicted either as a rearing horse or a seated griffin. Some scholars speculate that the constellation's original image was of that of a hala, which could indicate a deliberate supplantation of the constellation's original representation as Gillinan, the elven goddess also known as the Mother of the Hala. However, as horses had great significance to early Nerominian culture from which the ancient Imperium descended, this speculation is largely considered unfounded. So it may have always been a horse, is what they're saying. That is the wrong button. This is the correct button. Goal! Stabby powers. Ooh, armor penetration up. Okay, let's see what these are first. I'm not going to do either of these. I'm going to do this.
Ferb, you may enjoy playing Project Zomboid if you play it with friends, because
generally you all come up with goals together when that happens.
Yeah, the social element will guide you towards goals. Doc says, is this the first time we're hearing of a pre-Imperium to vendor culture? Oh, in detail,
possibly.
Yeah. In detail, yeah.
Haha, I tricked you!
It's implied that the Apar and Chastened as well as the native people of Ravane are also extensions of that original culture. They were like, I guess, offshoots of the original human culture that colonized what is now Tevinter.
If you will, have a look at what looks like these Christmas ornaments on the ground. Those are traps. Varric launched them just now. He launched them 2 feet in front of him when the enemy is over here. Thank you, Varric. He has thrown another one. It is closer to the target. It's still far away. Alright, let's see. Can I grab a couple? I think I might be able to. 2, maybe? I might be able to get both of those. Yes. Yay! Oh shit, hi bro! Well, I'll let them take care of that. I'll take care of this. Just hear him from behind me. Hi, don't. Slowed. He's just not moving. He's stuck. You good, my guy? Laughed evilly, turned around, and broke. Oh. Oh, maybe Varric froze him. Varric, why are you dying? Sip. Okay, there we go. It's just weird. All of a sudden, it's just like, and now Varric is dying. Okay. A pure frost essence. Eh. Do need to find a place to drop all this off. What is that? Ah! This is that. This is the orb. If Solus were here, he'd be happy that we had activated the orb, but he is not, and we can't. Is there somebody selling crap at Watcher's Reach? Stariums in the grave. Oh, there's more of them. There's one over here that I missed? Oh, well, okay, I guess we have a reason to go here anyway. Ferb says that they are curious as to how much Inquisition there is left. There's a Veilguard playthrough that they've been eyeing up.
There is
And what did they need?
quite a bit of content left, actually. We have I forget the name of the desert place, but there's another desert that we have to explore. That one's a small, medium to small size map that has a lot of really cool and interesting lore about Tevinter. We have Impri du Lion that we still need to do. That one's pretty big, but it has a lot of decent content. I'm trying to think. We have the Alex seems set on gathering all the shards, so we'll likely have to do the shard dungeon.
Well, within reason.
There's also a couple of major story moments left. Actually, more than a couple, quite a few. Maybe 4 or 5 major story moments. There's some personal quests we still have yet to do. And then we haven't even done Jaws of Hakken or
yeah, we have some DLC.
Trespasser. Yeah, we have Jaws of Hakken and Trespasser left. Doc says I just hope and pray Alex doesn't try to 100% the reliefs, murals, and embossed art pieces.
Nah, if I find them, I find them.
Oh, yeah, we have the Descent, too. The Descent is really, really good. The Descent is actually probably my second favorite.
Oh, I was gonna say, I
Dragon
actually think I
Dragon
might have
Age
found
DLC
the
of all
only
time.
good, fucking, sigil. Although I don't see it anymore, it seems to be gone. That's weird. It was on the bear.
Because of you. I've little to give, but I'll always be grateful.
Perp says, I will wait patiently for that Veilguard playthrough. I imagine I'll be spoiled on Inquisition stuff if I start it early. Yes, you will be. There's a
We
lot of
desperately needed
spoilers.
supplies and tried to steal some from the freemen. The mine didn't seem well guarded, and I used to be in the militia in my home village. I don't know why we weren't killed. I do remember Sister Costeau talking about sending us to the Emprise de Lyon. Maybe I was mistaken. I can't imagine what they'd do with us there.
I see.
Oh,
That
Doc,
makes
you
good
missed
sense.
such a great DLC.
The supplies we salvaged from Costeau's mine have been a great help. Thank you again for saving us.
The story's good, and the environment art is gorgeous.
To do that.
As is the music. I mean, Trevor Morris knocks all of the music out of the park in this game, so.
Wait a minute. There's a quest somewhere over
Ferb
here.
says the game could use a bump in volume.
Okay. To the sound. It's at 100%. I feel like this has happened before. Ah! No, there we go.
Inquisitor, you saved Gertrude and the others. Thank you so much. This is bold of me, but if I could have a moment.
I'd like to know more about you and the rest of the people here.
Most of us are simple folk. Farmers, fishermen. Jolene over there is a smith. Just people trying to escape the war.
How about Fairbanks? What's his deal?
What else do you know about Fairbanks?
He is a good man. He found us when we most needed him. He kept us safe.
He seems like a nice guy.
Doesn't like to talk about himself, so I actually don't know much about him.
I see. Alright, what do you need?
I'm here. What
Your
do you
hand is borked!
This is about Fairbanks. There is a rumor that he is of noble blood. Once the war is over, many of us will return to serve our lords, to work their fields, raise their brats. Most of the aristocracy know little of the lives of commoners. They care nothing for us. Fairbanks is different. He is a great man. There is much he could do if he had the power. If the rumor is true, if Fairbanks is noble and we have proof, do you see what I'm saying?
I see. Has Fairbanks heard this rumor?
Does Fairbanks know about this rumor?
He doesn't like it. And he won't let me discuss it. Stubborn ass.
Uh-huh.
This rumor about Fairbanks being noble, what do you want me to do about it?
Oh, I don't mean to impose, but you travel all over the Dales, don't you? Perhaps if you found something that could help. I've written everything I know in my journal. You can look at it.
Alright then.
Goodbye.
Read the book. Clara's journal. Clara writes mainly about life at Watcher's Reach. Her curiosity about Fairbanks is interspersed between detailed descriptions of foraging excursions. Day 30. I saw Fairbanks looking at an old gold medallion as I walked past him. It bore the image of some kind of bird and the motto, "To the sun on blessed wings." Odd. Day 51. The old elf, Kaldir, has such stories. He talks about how Fairbanks helped people, even before the war. Kaldir says there's some who think Fairbanks is actually of noble blood, not a commoner like he claims. I wonder if that has anything to do with that medallion. 52. I pressed Kaldir some more to make me stop asking. He told me the story of the Le Marquis family. Lord Giro Le Marquis' only daughter fell in love with a chevalier in the service of Lord Giro's... These French names! Giro's enemy, and ended up with his child. Lord Giro was furious and turned Bernice out of their home and then had her lover assassinated. How awful. Bernice never returned to her father and fled to the Dales. Her child was stillborn, but Lord Giro eventually regretted what he had done and on his deathbed left all lands and titles to her and all of her offspring. Why would he have done that if he was certain the child had died? 56. I can't stop thinking about it. What if Fairbanks is really the Le Marquis baby? Imagine all the good he could do if he was noble and inherited that fortune, but having him reinstated would take proof. After all, I've heard of the Council of Heralds. There can be no doubt. Maybe the medallion? But anyone could have a trinket like that. There must be something here in the Dales to help me prove it, but I wouldn't know where to start. Alright then. I see. Ha 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 ha. Alright,
The
let's...
Inquisition
Up north.
will always be welcome here.
Thank you. Bringing somebody from being common to noble could be dangerous. Yeah. It can be. It is an awful lot of responsibility and an awful lot of power. So you have to make sure that it's being given to the right
Sister
person.
Cousteau's dead. Hope she died slow.
Yeah! In that it took a couple of minutes. She definitely died. Yeah, and it places a target on his back too. You are correct. You are correct, Chaotic. I just called you Xeno by accident. It's the X's. I wonder why I didn't see this before. But it's up here, on top of this pile of rocks.
Is it just me, or are the trees here watching us?
They probably are. Should change your name to Xeno too? No, I'll never be able to tell you apart. What in the heck is this? What in the bustier am I looking at? Alright. Oh, it's a guy with a broccoli head. Okay. I don't understand why that was just some boob. But that's okay. Can't remember, but I think it's in the Emerald Grove where there's a reference to the Sims medieval, or maybe it's the Hinterlands. I forget. Oh, his head is in the clouds. You're right. Constellation Illuvia. Owing primarily to the popular Orlesian tale of the same name, the constellation Illuvia is commonly referred to as Sacrifice during the Glory Age. Folklore told of a young woman saved from a lustful mage by being sent into the sky by her father, after which the mage killed him, hence the sacrifice. The daughter became the constellation, depicted as a seated woman with her head in the clouds. Prior to this tale, Illuvia was thought to represent Razikiel, the Deventer old god of mystery, and the constellation was the source of many superstitions involving the granting of wishes. Neat! It looked like a bustier. Noble deed, noble heart. Ah. Let's go this way. Whee! I wonder if it's in that little house we saw. Guten Tag.
Our friends are alive because of you. I've got your back.
Thank you, sir. Let's see. You were correct, Ferb, yes. about her head being in the clouds. Ah, it's in the building that we lockpicked before. Ah, Midwife Journal. This time-worn diary was found amongst more valuable items. It is bound in leather and has a solid silver trim, which might be why it was saved. A few entries can still be made out. 16 herring, 9-8. This has been the coldest winter I can remember. Even the river is frozen. No one should be out there, not even in this blizzard. So you can imagine my surprise when there was a knock on my gate. A young woman. She's looking for the Fairbanks cottage. I go out and I say to her, nothing fair about this weather, but yes, you are at the right place. She throws back her cloak and I see she is heavy, less than 2 weeks away. Please help. She is almost in tears. I bring her into the house and sit her by the fire with some tea and slippers. She is young, not more than 20. Her hands are smooth. They have not seen a day of work in her life. Her clothes are travel-stained, but fine. The cloak must be worth at least 50 royals. Beautifully blue, trimmed with fox fur. Her name is Bernice, but she won't say more. Many girls come here not wanting to say who they are. I understand. 25 herring, 9-8. Bernice has had the baby, a boy, healthy, full head of hair. She named him Everest. She tried to pay me with a heavy gold locket, a falcon on its face. I asked her what it was. It looks valuable, and she says it is her father's, and she doesn't care to have it anymore. I tell her she might not, but her son might one day want to know where he's from. Winter March, 9-9. A new year. Bernice should be healthy enough to leave, but it's still cold, and I just cannot turn her out. I will ask her to stay and be my assistant. I've needed help for a while. My fingers are not as nimble as they used to be. A clever girl. She will make a fine apprentice. I see. So the rumors are true. He is a royal man. Right. Before we go to the next place, though, I need to use the restroom. So I will be right back. Sorry, guys. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Put on the wrong headphones. Can't hear nothing. I'm back. You still here too, Mikey, or not?
I'm here.
Like I said, or
I'm
not,
right
like you'd be able to answer.
Do
Yes,
you
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay.
Sorry. I do hear you. My pause happened to be when I needed to take a breath, so I couldn't reply. Something fancy. What did I find? Why can't I pick it up? Okay, here we go. An old painting! An old painting in a carved wooden frame. Paint has rubbed off in some places, carved into the back of the frame. Lord Guiraud Le Marquis. The portrait shows the Lord as he must have looked over 40 years ago. He bears a striking resemblance to Fairbanks. Well, I guess that's his grandson. We'll have to talk to him about it first, though. Alright. Oh, there's more of it up there. Oh, no, that's the atrium. Alright. Let's go and deal with the deluded Chevalier, shall we? Every once in a while, the choir pops in this location. It's very pretty. It's that up there, I think. Wow, from up here, it looks like something raked its talons up that hill, huh? And those dried out trees look like vertebrae, almost.
Mm.
I can't walk here. Okay, there we go. They're very clearly trees, but the image is interesting. We have discovered, so watch us pass. Ah, another Andraste statue. Where I'm sure we will once again read something pretty terrible. Andraste's strength. Andraste's path was difficult, as was ours, but we did not falter as she did not, and we will be rewarded just as she was. Uh-huh. Sure. Sure, Janet. A widow's woe! Ah! My Robert died last week, victim to men who once wore the colors of our beloved Empress. His remains were buried, as our chantry bids, and his last wish was to have his ashes scattered on the plateau that overlooks the Great Wood. Oh, his remains were burned. My bad. But brigands and traitors have taken these woods, and I cannot fulfill his wish. This is as far as I go. But there are good-hearted souls in the world, and I pray the Maker sends us one who may journey where I cannot. Andraste will look well upon one who hears a widow's plea. With broken heart, widow Charon. Oh. We got two dead people that we need to do a nice, thing for. The son that passed away, and his mother wants us to light a candle for him. And the, now this husband. Yo. The railing blocked the rock! Bam! You know, it makes a lot of sense, by the way, that Cole is a rogue. Not just because it makes sense since he can sneaky and teleport and stuff, but because his pseudo-dad / role model is Varric. What is this purple death beam? Oh, well, it's over now, whatever it was. Ah! Did you hear? Sister Costeau has fallen. I'm surprised it took so long. She was soft. Unfortunately, we also lost the rats that we were going to send to Suladin. We have to make sure this doesn't happen again. Mm-hmm. Alright, Varric. If you could. Doc said in reference to that hill I said looked like it had been raked with claws. He says it's better that it looked like it was raked instead of like in Game of Thrones where they have a set of hills called the Teats. Some really horny guy was just like, you know, I think that those hills are like boob. And nobody bothered to tell him no. Orlais, Heraldry and Symbolism. This book offers a comprehensive look of the well-known noble bloodlines of Orlais. Of interest are a few lines in the entry on the House of Le Marquis. Amis Le Marquis established this ancient house in the time of Emperor Cordelius Draken. Sadly, the bloodline ended with Lord Giraud Le Marquis, who disowned his only daughter, Bernice. The shield of Le Marquis bears a falcon volant on a field of sky blue and gold. The house's motto is, "To the sun on blessed wings." Yeah, it's him. The funny thing is that the Teats have a history to them. Oh god. Okay. I'm guessing, given this Game of Thrones, it is probably a dark and sordid history. Oh my god, Perindale War. Not many people take the road west into Perindale for the sake of pleasure. Few living things inhabit the rocky countryside, save for silver miners, wyrens, and an astoundingly pugnacious breed of mountain goat. I see. In far-off days, the mountains around the city were full of dragons, and perhaps this was what first brought it to the attention of the Pentagast kings. Certainly it was not the goats. Although the region has belonged to Navarra since the late Blessed Age, travelers here will find much that remains of them in a provincial Orlesian town. A great carving depicting the lions slaying the dragon adorns, oh my god, Perindale's Gate, and many Orlesian lions decorate the city's buildings, and there are still many citizens who cling to the hope that the Empress will restore the city to the Empire. Historians mostly agree that it was not the dragons nor the silver, and certainly not the goats. Well, what if it was the goats that began centuries of warfare between Orlais and Navarra? Maybe the goats started a war. You don't know. They're crotchety. They like to headbutt things and kick stuff and pee on things and chew and eat most things. They could have started a war. Anyway. It was Emperor Etienne Valmont and the Pentagasts. In 782 Storm, the Pentagasts family, fresh on the throne again for the first time in generations. This is Cassandra's family, by the way, in case anybody forgot. And eager to build up the alliances lost by the Van Marken dynasty, approached the emperor to solidify a peace treaty through marriage. The emperor, who was under great pressure to produce an heir, set aside his empress of 17 years and wed Princess Sorteria Pentagast. Wow, he got rid of his wife and married this poor child instead. Well, not literally a child, but you know what I mean. This poor girl. She's barely out of childhood. Promises, theoretically cementing a promise of peace and cooperation between Navarra and Orlais. Promises are hard to keep. By 797, almost 93, Storm, Sorteria was still childless, and the emperor sent her to a cloister so that he might marry his mistress. As anyone other than Etienne might have predicted, the Navarrans took this poorly. Angry letters arrived in the imperial palace by the cartload. A small war party of Pentagasts rode into Orlais and reclaimed Princess Soteria, but the Navarrans did not take military action yet. They were strategists and knew to bide their time. In 846 Blessed, while most of the Orlesian army was committed to a war in Ferelden, the Pentagasts began their war against Orlais. The Orlesians rallied a defense and drove the Navarrans from Gillislaine, and Arlesans, but at the cost of much of their northern territory. Perendale was lost and never recovered, a lingering sign that peace between the two nations was impossible. Thank you, Brother Genetivi, for giving me all of those names. I almost forgot the codex. We got a thing about bears. Hold on. The Deep Stalker. Do we have... Well, oh, no. We got damage increase against the Deep Stalker. The August Ram. There we go. The August ram. Surely whoever named it ram had never seen its more common cousin, the slender legs and sleek hide. Oh my god, never seen its more common cousin. The slender legs and sleek hide give the animal the grace of a hart or hala. Its curved horns spiral back over delicate ears, twitching at the slightest rustle of grass. When startled, speed is the August ram's only defense against the hunter. It is difficult to sneak up on these shine-wary creatures, but I have been here so long and shown such mild behavior that I have gained their trust. The rams... I can't talk right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. The rams graze peacefully, a stone's throw from my sketching easel as I write this, thinking no more of me than a rock in a field or a flower in the grass. I just wish the rotten things would stop trying to eat my canvases whenever I leave camp. And this is the painting of the rams. Chaotic says, so that's it. Both Orlais and Navarra nearly fought because of a divorce. I don't think nearly. I think they did fight because of a divorce. It's not exactly a divorce, because, I mean, he didn't divorce her. He had her basically imprisoned in a nunnery, and then married his mistress. And they were not fans of that. That's why they rode in and they took her back home. Big spider. I think I might have read this, but I'll read it again anyway. Giant spider. Maybe it's meant to be that size, and the regular ones are miniatures? I mean, a Justin-carrying maker would create them big to start. Then they can't hide. That's what bothers you, isn't it? The hiding? A big one like that, a good 12-footer, sure, it's all fang and such, but you know where it is. Dark places where the veil is weak. You're never surprised by a giant one because you had to go into their house. They're not on your face at night or in your boot in the morning, and if their web is thick as rigging, you don't have to worry about that in your hair or on your neck or the baby ones on the breeze. You hate that, right? Hitting a cloud of them while you're riding could be a dozen, but you only see one and you try to smash it, and when you look, the thing is gone, and now your arm itches right up to the shoulder, and that hair feels like it's back, but you can't unbuckle your helm because of the gauntlets, and now the hair in your ear is tingly, and that's about the worst, isn't it? Records of the Red Cliff Guard, 14 Guardian, 939. Witness recounting of provocation and resulting brawl. No jailings. Victim was being an arse. Oh, so he was sitting here just talking about spiders to people who didn't like spiders until they got pissed off and beat his ass for being a shit. The Great Bear. The Orlesian Great Bear is so named because it is very large indeed. Other names for it include the colorful Old Man of the Forest, and the less charming but more clearly descriptive Woodsman's Death. I am told that they are only found in remote parts of the Dales, and that not even the nobility is willing to hunt for them, which makes them unique among the rare, giant, deadly, exotic fauna of Thedas. The only thing the Orlesians are truly afraid of. Thank you, Brother Genitivi. The Gurgut. The Chant of Light claims that the Maker made us, and in our folly we think ourselves blessed by such fact. If fact it is, for in my seeking I find only base illusions, the better for being torn down and mocked as inadequate in the harsh light of reason. But as an exercise, let us say it is true that the Maker made us. I have seen the Gurgut basking in a slanted shaft of sunlight in the penumbral canyon, its putrescent tongue scenting the rancid air of the nameless and unnameable swamp. That's a Lovecraft sentence right there. Swishing the uncaring grass of the plains with its passage. It is some cousin of the wyvern, but bereft of the savage ferocity for which the latter is praised and hunted by Orlesian nobles. Its thick-lidded eyes stare witlessly, and its jaw hangs agape. It is not befuddled or frustrated by its want of reason, but perfectly content. A drooling idiot. Drooling idiot! Its pallid belly stretches and distends, disdaining all reason, when it gorges itself upon its prey. I have seen such a lowly beast swallow a chevalier whole, the great and shining warrior taken by surprise in the tall grass, his silverite armor gleaming as the Gurgut unhinged its jaw to draw the chevalier in. Damn, it swallows people whole! Across its belly I saw the kicks and struggles grow frenzied and then still, and the idiot beast settled into a happy torpor. The ruined armor of the noble chevalier lay among the Gurgut's spoor several days later. I'm guessing that's another word for, like, droppings. Why do you think I call the Gurgut the ugly stepsister to the wyvern, says Chaotic. Yes, I see. Let's see. Say that it is true that the Maker made us. What if he made us for food? What if the grand purpose of our searching existence is to stretch the belly of a beast that slinks through the tall grass? What if there is a single unbending purpose, and in it we are cattle to feed the witless leviathans that slumber unseen beneath us? From an anatomie of various terrible beasts by Baron Havard Pierre de Amarstien, Master makes us check behind him for guts at all times. He also carries a very sharp stick. A footnote in the margins of the manuscript by the Baron's scribe, Dunwich. This is the picture of the Gurgut. It's big and stupid. Oh my goodness. Ooh. The Nightmares painting's cool. Nightmare. I think that this is from when we jumped the veil. I don't think I read this then. My friends, we accept as fact that more powerful, intelligent demons select more complex aspects of our reality to observe and interact with. A demon of pride may gravitate to the corrupt hubris of nobles, the bloodthirsty arrogance of soldiers, or, sadly, the blind confidence of mages. A demon of desire may focus on lust, greed, or even the desperate wishes of those with no recourse in the waking world. Whether demons are naturally inclined to such specificity or made so by observing a confluence of specific events in our world. Actually, side note, that's an interesting thought, that the more powerful demons are the ones who are becoming more focused in the thing that they're interested in. Like in this thing's case, it's not just fear, it's nightmares that it's obsessed with. So that's interesting. He's dumb, but we love him. Yes. We love a dumb, ugly baby. Is a subject of much debate, and not the question my experiment would answer. Instead, I turn to the question of fear. We think of fear demons as lesser creatures, powerful but simple, like those common beasts of rage or hunger. But fear has many faces, from the absurd phobias of the pampered nobility to the very real threats of magic, demons, dragons, and perhaps, especially, the Blight. What event has shaped the course of human history more than the Blight? Had the first Blight not weakened it, the Deventer Imperium would have crushed Andraste's rebellion. We would have no Ferelden, no Circles, and indeed no Chantry as we know it. The Blight is unequaled as a force of devastation and terror, hated and feared by peasant and king alike from the northern hills of the Anderfells to the southern reaches of the Kokari Wilds. Oh, the Korkari Wilds. What I said is something from Zelda. I know of nothing else that inspires such universal and specific fear. Dragons and demons, yes, but both have found respect and fascination in cultures across Thedas. Only the Blight is an unadulterated source of horror. If there exists a demon of fear who has shaped itself into a more intelligent, more specific mold, it will be a demon focusing on the fear of the Blight. This is the experiment I undertake. By the time you read this, my friends, I will be asleep, traveling through the Fade to find such a creature. If I am correct, it will yield an unparalleled source of information on the history of our world. Wisdom hidden since the time of ancient Deventer. Why would you go to find it? You are at your most vulnerable and you're going to walk into his house and then you're going to die. I have instructed the scribes to write quickly upon my return. I shall have much to impart. A letter found beside the sleeping body of senior enchanter Jessamir, her last known communication before her subsequent possession and then death, along with 12 mages, 9 Templars, and unaccounted apprentices and tranquil at the hands of Knight Captain Hulgar. Yike! The Terror. And I think this is the same image. Yes, it is. It's another fear demon. We heard their screams from miles away, out in the darkness where we couldn't see anything. Once, back when I worked on my uncle's farmhold in the Banorn, there was a calf that fell into a gulch and broke its leg. I should have run for help, but I thought I could drag it back to safety on my own. I wasn't strong enough, however, and each time I tried to pull its leg, that calf's screaming haunts me to this day, and that's what I heard out there. Like that calf was coming for me, come to rip my leg ever so slowly so that I knew what it felt like. but we all heard something different, you see. One of the others said he'd run into Darkspawn at Ostagar, and the scream he heard was from something called a shriek. Another said it was a dragon's roar, just like the beast that burned his family. That's when I knew that what was out there was a demon. Something that wasn't just looking to make us afraid, it wanted us gibbering in terror. It wanted us running for our lives. And we did. I couldn't rightly tell you what it even looked like. There was something in the shadows, and even though we were ready when it let out that howl, I turned and ran. I couldn't even control myself. My bowels turned to water, I dropped my sword, and I took off. It was only later when I realized I was separated from the others and that there were more of those demons out there, hungry for more of my panicked tears. A report given by Haran, soldier of the Ferelden army. Yeesh. Alright then. Pretty sure the nightmare is stronger compared to the other demons. It can take memories away while the others just try to possess you. That is true. Oh, Doc proposed a question. If somebody has a fear of demons, could you, by that logic, then get a demon of demons? Maybe. I guess it'd be a demon that would take the form of whatever you were scared it would look like. At least that's my logic. It's barred from the other side. Curses. No. How could you? Maybe it's boxes. Is it boxes again? Because I think we can smash boxes. Was there another way through here that I just didn't see? No. So how do I get into here? Well, maybe there actually isn't anything in there. Is there a hole in the roof? Is that why this tree is here? No. Not getting any pings. Can I break this window? No. Cannot break door. Alright, well, I'm sure we'll figure that out later. Maybe there's some underground something that lets us go in there later. Hello! Goodbye. Fun. Yeah, I don't know what it would look like, Doc. It's a good question. Like, I guess it'd be whatever thing popped up in your imagination. Oh, they were in that building and they came out, of course. And the reason that didn't happen when I was punching the doors is because up until that moment, they did not exist. Now we can get in that building. Why did we freeze? Okay. I guess the concept of a demon would be whatever looked like the scariest.
Killing the defenseless. That's just.
Oh, they're shouting. I guess it'd be like whatever the scariest thing you could think of would be. You guys keep killing him, I'll keep taking loot. Boom! Ah, there's the Chevalier Auguste. Oh! Alright, I need to go in. I can't actually reach. Oh! Excuse me. That man is frozen. The Chevalier is stuck in the door. Ooh. Hey! Enough of you. yeah, I guess you show if that's a good idea there, Chaotic. If you want to know what the Maker looks like, you show it to someone who's scared of the Maker. A fear demon to them, and maybe it'd turn into him. Or it would turn into what they thought it looked like.
Anyone again?
Now we can loot the area. The whale. Ha! A sketch of the chateau courtyard. Thing, bird. Interesting. We'll have to look that up later. We're done anyway. There's stuff here. Outhouse. It'd be really funny if whatever we're looking for was in the crapper. Outside. Interesting. Oh, mosaic piece. Excuse me. Whose? Aha. A bottle of Thedas. This one is called Absence. Quote, I am aware of how to spell it. This bottling reflects my wish that the current crop of the behatted, self-styled cads would disappear. I preferred a la fe verte as spirit, not affectation. Distiller Emeris Gavillon. So he made a wine, distilled a wine, and gave it a rude name because he's pissed at fancy wine people, is what I gathered from that. Really? Nothing in any of these. A whole lot of rooms with nothing in it. Eh. A note. Finding alcohol makes me miss Ogren, says Verb. Sir August's messages. August, might I remind you, none of us really understand these heathen etchings. We're going as fast as we can. I would add that some of the men are uneasy about the whole thing. You know the stories of elven curses? This weapon you believe hidden here better be worth it, says Gale. I bet that's what that little map was for. Scoozy. Another note. Another message. Philidia. Oh my god. Philida. I hope you are well and adjusting. This is now your home. The Imperial Army did not appreciate you. Your Empress used you for her own purposes. Forget her and remember, you are no deserter. You are free. Nice words until you just start killing random civilians, man. I was on your side until I found out about that shit. Which, to be fair, I found out about pretty early, but I would have been on your side for being like, I don't want to do this anymore. This war is terrible, and it's not even for anything I believe in. I've been like, hell yeah, bro. You take the hell off and get away from all this shit. But no, you went and you killed innocent people, and now you're like, oh, but I am a good guy. No, you're not. You know, it must suck if you have a lisp and are tricked into talking about the absence of absinthe. Yeah. Oh my god, can I tell you? I have been learning Japanese, and I am on a part where I'm learning some of the kanji. And, oh my god, there are two symbols, one of which is very similar to another one. One is shi, and the other is tsu. And they both look a little bit like a sideways smiley face, and they're very similar. Almost like like, damn near identical. And they're driving me crazy. And what makes it even better is that there isn't just Sue, there's Sue, which looks completely different. And the only difference between the two sounds is that one has a very soft T. So sometimes when it's like, oh, write the symbol for this, and then I hear them say the thing, I'm like, oh god, which one was it? Ooh, a Dalish banner. Anyway, rant over. Map. There's a rift over here. Let's go get it. Ah, Doc says, I have a practice sheet for katakana, and like 4 of the characters look almost exactly the same with a different... Yeah, with just a difference of the angle of the lines. Yeah, and on the topic of the ones that look vaguely like smiley faces, there's also Not to be confused with which looks like a funky N. But there's there's and Good luck figuring out which one it is. One is a smiley face missing an eye. The other one looks like a squiggly N. Go fuck yourself. I'm sitting here and I'm like, god damn, no wonder the Japanese have trouble reading their own kanji. I hear it as a common complaint from them in, like, shows and manga and movies and shit all the time. Is they're like, this is a really difficult kanji. And I'm like, no kidding. Oh my god. I guess the English equivalent would be trying to spell 2 words that sound the same, but have different meanings and slightly different spellings. Yeah, hey Google, translate this for me. Yeah. But I want to learn to speak it. I'm slowly learning it. I can say a few things. And I recognize a few things when I hear them. Well, hi everybody! I'll take this one. Bang. Don't you scream beam at me. Despair. With your big, creepy gripper feet. Where are you? There you are. Oh yeah, Google's really bad for translating a lot of things where nuance is important. I imagine that it would be insanely difficult, like for something like Mandarin or traditional Chinese, where so much of it is just tonal or situation based. Because holy shit. Oh crap. Oh, no, too late. We have the joke we were talking about last night, Mikey, when it came to languages that have different, that assign different, genders to items. It's like, why is this chair a woman? Why is this table a man? Why is the library a guy, except for when it's not? Of course, Spanish isn't the only one that does that, of course. I'm pretty sure French does it, and I know German does it sometimes, too. Would you die, sir? Enough of you. Oh god, yeah, Nu and Me are also really annoying because they are basically the same symbol. Nu is just an extra squiggly at the end. Who is this? It's a dog. I'm reading the chat and the wolves came. Yeah. Japanese is also, like, if you want to refer to somebody, you're gonna probably just use their name. If you're talking about somebody, you use their name. You don't use any kind of abbreviated anything. Except for when you do! Except for when there's fun titles and things involved. Or if you're a guy, but only if you're a young guy. You use boku and not watashi. But when you're older, you'll use watashi. I hear a very angry horse somewhere. White Shadow. I camped beneath a large stone statue of a wolf not far off the road. With the calm eyes of the great beast watching over me, I slept like a babe in arms. Aw. Horse? Oh no, it's not the horse, it's the August Rams. Or the August Ram. I'm assuming there's not really anything else over here other than herbs. And some loot I left behind. Oink. Of course, I'm sure that anybody who's ever had to learn any language besides their original one has probably many complaints about what it has and has not been easy to learn. Hi! Wow, you guys are just straight up turning into something. Hold on. Oh my god! Ugh, look at these guys. They look like Darkspawn, almost. That guy over there's arms came off. Ew. I like that you have a similar way of learning the kanji that I do, Doc, because I also do that. Like the kanji for oh. It's got one, it's a person and their feet. One of the feet is going far sideways and it's oh, because they're falling. That's how I know that one. And meat is easy because it's 3 sideways lines. Or slightly sideways lines. Knee looks like ko, but with a line. Yes. It does. Would you stop electrocuting people? Red Templar Shadow. Oh, so these are their... Ugh. Like knights and shit. God, gross. Knights and assassins and things. God, they look really funkalicious now. Oh, and they leave behind beast remains. Pure red lyrium. Okie dokie. Essence containment apparatus. Blech. Alright, we got a codex for him. Let's have a lookie. No, I don't want to look at crafting materials. Critters. The Shadow. Oh, look at that! I am reading the codex. Dang, look at that thing. Text. The specimen was fresh, killed only a few hours ago by a troop of chevaliers patrolling outside the city. Their captain told me in a strained and sickly voice that a group of Red Templars had descended on his men and massacred them. I gave him my condolences, but he seemed not to hear me. The one on my slab was fast, the captain muttered. Much nimbler than its bulk suggested. Imagine my nausea when I opened up the creature and saw that the red lyrium had fused to the bones, overgrown its lungs, and spread like a fungus into its brain. As I watched, the red crystal pulsed and spread the smallest fraction of an inch deeper into the flesh of the corpse. Oh my god. Blood drained out of the surrounding tissue as if the lyrium itself was feeding on it. I bet it fucking is! I have ordered my assistants to wear masks and gloves while burning the body. Posterity, forgive me, I want no truck with the forces in that thing. Ugh. And the Red Templar Knight. There that thing is. We do love some health and safety. The way that it's standing almost looks like its arms are backwards, but they're not. Its face looks way more human than the one that we saw. At first, I was only suspicious. Some of my brothers and sisters were acting strangely, spending their time in the company of those who only days earlier we hadn't even given a passing glance. I would enter a room, and they would all be sitting together, talking in hushed whispers, and then they would stop altogether. I felt my intrusion keenly and withdrew, wondering how it was that I was not included in this group. Was there dissension in the Templar ranks? Were they speaking of rebellion against the Seekers of Truth? I could not fathom it, so I kept my peace. Then I saw the lyrium vials Sir Randall kept in his gear. It was accidental, as he had them wrapped in dark cloth and immediately covered them when I entered his quarters. But I did. They were red, not blue. Again, I held my tongue. Now I wish I had not. More and more of my fellow Templars stopped talking when I walk into rooms. There's little talk of continuing our hunt for the rebel mages. There's little talk of anything at all. I see the red vials they wear openly around their necks, no longer hidden. They are stronger than the rest of us, and it suddenly seems as if proper blue lyrium has become rare. Shortages, they tell me. I saw Sir Randall this morning, and his eyes were red. For the first time, I'm wondering if I should abandon my post and flee the Order for good. From the Journal of Sir Caitlin of the Order of Templars. Well, I hope you did. Whoosh. Let's see. Oh, your sister's been teaching you some stuff too, Doc? That's cool. Yeah, the sentence structure is usually a bit backwards from what we would say in English. It is a bit like how Yoda speaks, the verb goes last. I'm pretty sure, like, the name of the person or the noun you're referring to goes first. And then you express what that noun is doing. I think that's basically how it goes. You're a very angry goat somewhere. Going, meh. Ooh. Angie! Hello! Can you please? Punch it. Face. Oh, I didn't realize how hurt I was. Oh, I almost died. Ha 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 ha! I almost deleted myself. Oh. Can I get both? No. I will get that one. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Oh. Another one of them fear shits. Not fear, despair. Hi, please die. Hooray! Close it! Yeah, Doc says, you know, I just know that, you know, right now, if I ever have to talk to a Japanese person, I'll just be saying sumimasen constantly. Yeah. Same. Lots of excuse me's and lots of, oh man. Support from Novara operation is now available. Interesting! Diary of Trollius Hertubius. Trollius Hertubius. Okay. The Great Mission Day 1. Arrived in the Emerald Graves and located the first instance of the Menace. Set up an observation area close by. This will allow for undisrupted study of the phenomenon. Great Mission Day 2. This particular example of the Menace seems far less active than the one in Leeds. It pulsates at a rate of a mere 427 times per hour. The sound of it here is a nagging drone as opposed to the frantic whistling of the first one in town. As I recall, Sister Euphorbia described the noise as similar to one heard when forcing air from a leaky bellow. Mission Day 5. Ran out of Sister Euphorbia's honey loaves. Still have cheese, but spent yesterday foraging. Spotted another menace through the trees by the river. I can only describe it as stormy. It must be investigated further for the mission to succeed. I must learn all I can. Okay. The menace? I wonder if the menace was a rift. If I stand over here, do I hear anything? Nope. I just hear my sigil burning away in the grass. Alright, let's go get that camp. Okay, what is this quest that is seemingly over here? We'll grab that before we get in the camp and can't find whatever it is. Aha! A map of Elgernon's Bastion. It's something in a tree. Cool. Well, if we get there, we get there. And if we don't, then we don't. Camp time. Alright, let's shift our party around a little bit. Let's bring Cassandra. Let's bring Iron Bull. There. Hooray. Alright. Let's see if any of the new stuff that I have gotten will be good for... Clicking all the wrong buttons for Cassandra. The Soul Kisser is not as good. Oh, Iron Ball. Would this be good for you? Yes. Doesn't have any fancy things in it yet. The whale. Does it look like a whale? It sort of does. It's got tusks on it, though. Air Shock Battle Axe, which is just a big battle axe, but it's got a fancy something on it. It's hard to see. And then we have the Glittering Darmelion, which is supposed to be covered in, like, runes and shit, but I don't see any runes, but our boy got a new axe. Excellent. Any new armor that we might want? Didn't think so. Cool. Are you guys... Yeah, okay. They need to be updated. Upgraded. Alright, what do we got? Not yet unlock. Oh, I have to go the other side. Champion of the Just. Your righteous fervor inspires the entire party to fight harder against demons. Cool. There you go. I think we grabbed... Yeah, everything but the upgrades. So let's see what we got. Ring of Pain. Ring of Pain is active. Devour costs less stamina and has a shorter cooldown time and demon raid. That's not bad. The Ring of Pain follows you. Both are good. like having it follow you is more advantageous. Because that way, if something moves out of the circle, then you don't have to recast it. Alright.
Hello.
Hello!
I returned.
We read the codexes about the Red Templars. The Knight version and the Stalker version, and ew, the Stalker one was gross. It was somebody performing an autopsy on one. And they said that the lyrium had just grown into all parts of the body. Into the bones, into the muscles, and then up into the brain. And while they were looking at it, it moved. And they were like, oh, hell no. Should I go hand these in down here? I think I should. Let's go grab those. Doc and I were also talking about kanjis and how the writing therein.
We'd given them up for dead. Perhaps the stories are true.
Here's oh wait, investigate. Aha!
There's a rumor circulating that you're of noble birth.
I feel like I should talk to him before I give this stuff to Clara.
Clara, I told you not to pursue this. Pay that rumor no mind. I'm not noble, nor would I desire such.
I quick saved before this, so I don't know what proof they're talking about, but... Let's see what that is. I may need to reload if it's, like, proof that he's a noble.
You should have everything I've found on your parentage.
Thank you. This is best for everyone.
Okay, so it is that.
I need to be going.
I'll be here.
Alright, in that case, let me pause. Is that, can you either give the proof to him or to Clara? Okay. Mikey. Should I have given the evidence to him, or should I go give it to Clara? I don't know what kind of effects this will have. It's proof that he's a noble.
It's a question of respecting his wishes and allow him to forsake his responsibility as a noble because he doesn't wish to be recognized as one. Or do you, so if you give it to him, it'll be a cover up.
Yeah.
And he'll live like a normal person.
Yeah.
Or if you give it to Clara, it will out him, and he will like take his position as a noble, and I think he becomes an agent, if I remember correctly.
Okay. I guess in that case,
honestly, my personal belief is he needs to do his job.
Well, my only thing. Well, here's the thing. My view on it is a couple of things. On his side, in his favor, is nobody asks to be these things. He wasn't raised doing these noble things. He doesn't want it. It's not necessarily fair to have that kind of shit be shoved on him. But on the other hand, there's an awful lot of inheritance that is waiting for him. Like, a lot of land, a lot of property, a lot of money. And if he doesn't want to be a noble, he could give those things away. Clara is correct that he has a lot of money that he could do a lot of good with. So I think I am going to reload and then give the proof to Clara. Because my logic is that if he doesn't want to be a noble, he can, oh my goodness. So
well,
he just quit.
My belief is that if he genuinely wants to help these people, then he needs to use all of his power to do so.
Yeah. It's kind of like our I keep forgetting his fucking name. It's from the last game in the white armor. Our sweet little boy. I keep forgetting his name.
The Inquisition will always
He's
be
an archer.
welcome here.
Good day to you, Inquisitor.
Certain key on the keyboard is busted. Oh, for your reply. Chaotic says, giving him the evidence allows him to continue to hide his family lineage, just makes it impossible to recruit him as an agent. So I just give the proof, I guess you give the proof to Inquisition that he is actually noble heritage. Giving him the evidence allows him to continue to hide his family lineage, makes it impossible to recruit him as an agent. That's okay. Sebastian, yes, that was his name, thank you. I found evidence!
You were right. Fairbanks is noble by birth. Fairbanks is not even his real name.
Let me see. Évariste Remarque. Oh, I knew it from the start. I know just who to give this to. This will be enough to make the council sit up and take notes. I'll send this on as soon as possible. Thank you, Inquisitor.
You are welcome.
Good day to you, Inquisitor.
What else do you know about Fairbanks?
Anything
He's
new?
a good man. He found us when we most...
Okay, then no.
He doesn't like to talk about himself, so I actually don't know much about him.
Let's see. That's the Veil Fire. Don't know why I've lit it. There doesn't seem to be anything
The
here.
Inquisition will always be welcome here.
How are you? Oh no, wait! I already asked that.
You end up in the Viridium mine.
Oh.
Oh. Sell the garbage. So this. Fire damage. Okay. A whole bunch of those in case I need them. But...
The mine didn't seem well guarded.
Oh, wait. There we go.
I don't know why. Make her look upon you kindly, Inquisitor.
Yep. Alright, let's turn this into Fairbanks. Hello!
Any news, Inquisitor?
The Freemen have been defeated.
They hurt so many of my people. Now it's finally over. Thank you. Perhaps with the Freemen gone, we can find a proper home. Algon's lodge was always well situated. Inquisitor.
What? Nothing else to say? Goodbye.
I need to be going.
Good day then.
Alright, cool. Turn that off. So which direction we want to go? Do we want to go up over here? You know what? Let's go up over here. Observing the menace. I see. Oh, they are rifts. Okay. So we're going to go up here, take care of this stuff, and then we will teleport back here and start this big swoosh. The Great Swoosh. Now he's a nobleman, except oops, not really. Why is he so quiet? I don't know. I don't know why he's in particular. Draw out a Red Templar Lieutenant operation is available. There's 2 operations for this area that are currently available, so you know what? This is going to take a second, but I'm going to take us back to Skyhold, unlock both of those, and then come back here. So that we can just do those quests and not then have to come back later. Better to do it the one time than have to do it many times. Prepare thyself for a very quiet, very long loading screen. Ah, well. Oh. On a positive side, though, this means I can look at Hanabi while it's loading. She curled up on the bed in a very shrimp-like position. She's got her hands stretched. She's got her paws stretched out above her head. Her arms are covering her eyes, and her paws are gripping the the kitty blanket she's laying on. It's actually very cute. She looks a bit like a human toddler. She is shrimping. And she's got her back legs curled up so her feet are near her face. She was naughty earlier. She ran underneath my bed, and then she came back out from under the bed, but only after I started pouring water slowly into the water dish, because she likes to hear the water for some reason. And when she did, she wiggled out of her diaper and left a mess on the floor, so that was fun. Like, oh my god. Little dickheads. So since she technically got changed a second time, I will be giving her her bath after the stream. Which is fine.
Inquisitor,
Scout Harding.
we're on the outskirts of Sarnia.
Wait,
This
what?
is what's left of the town. The lucky ones got out.
Did I go to the
before
wrong
river
place?
froze over. The rest, penned in by Fade
Yes,
and
you went
Red
to Emperor de
Templars.
Leon.
We're the first
Son of a
friendly
bitch!
face they've seen in a long, long while.
Here I come to save the day. Again.
That's why we love you. The Red Templars have been mounting frequent attacks. They want Emprise de Leon. Bad. Let's get out there and take it back from them.
We will not be doing that. Son of a butt. I clicked the wrong button. It looked like Skyhold for some reason. Son of a butt. CC 2025. Yup. Doc is eating cereal in sadness at the sudden lack of snow. It's not time for snow yet. I think that Emprise de Leon is the next place we'll be going when we're done with the woods. So, Biotic's laughing at me. I couldn't even skip the conversation and have it later. There's Red Templars in the snow. That's all we needed to know. Oh my god. All of this because I was too busy talking about Hanabi being cute. Alright. Now very quickly, we will scoot our butts up here to the table. We're not going to even talk to anybody. There's no need. Next time we come back, though, we should go and,
Worship.
I didn't even notice these cool-ass statues. Look at these. Love them. Next time we come back, we should pass judgment on some stuff. Hello, Josephine. To the table! Yeah, some perks. Yeah, I filled all that in. Don't really care about them sending messages to me. Herbalists are nice. Yay! Alright. Let's look in Orlais. Draw out the Red Templar Lieutenant. Ah, looks like Fairbanks was good on his word. The freemen were helping the Red Templars smuggle red lyrium through the Dales. In exchange, they received gold and supplies, which was to go towards the furtherance of their cause. Their hopes were fueled, then exploited. We can end this by drawing out the Red Templars responsible for encouraging freeman activity. What should I do for this quest, Mikey? I know that you are going to look and see if there's any advice. We have two options, which I'll read while he's looking that up. We have Liliana. She says, the Red Templars know we've taken out their leaders, but the Freemen were all over the Dales. We'll pose as a surviving Freeman cell and re-establish connection with the Red Templars, asking for a meeting to receive further instruction. That's not bad. Cullen says, the Red Templars have already sent reinforcements to the Emerald Graves to protect their operation there.
Turning into a bit of a dragon hunter, I've heard.
Yes, I am. We can capture some of their reinforcements, deny them lyrium long enough, and they'll talk.
You can choose how you want to handle this.
Alright, I'm gonna go Liliana's route. The Red Templar Lieutenant has agreed to rendezvous at the Lion's Pavilion. He will not remain long. Make haste. Neat.
So you'll have to go back to the Emerald Graves for that.
And this is support from Navarra. Yeah, what's this?
Navarra.
Or Navarra, my bad. Oh, this is the Pentagast thing, because we found that political hoo-da-ha. Or, well, I guess we should just do this really quick, because if not, it's not going to be lit up. A letter delivered to Skyhold. First, allow me to compliment the Inquisition's many victories on behalf of the Forsythia family. While the southern Thedas has seen the worst of it, we recognize the recent tragedies concern us all. Your Inquisitor's work in sealing the rifts and stabilizing the south has lessened troubles here as well. The Forsythia House would lend its support to the Inquisition. We'd be happy to meet with your representatives to make it official. Tyron Veneto.
There are no reward differences, so you
Veneto.
can choose how you want to
Okay,
handle
cool.
this.
On behalf of Her Grace, Duchess Amalia, a missive from Josephine follows a letter. The Forsythias are one of the great noble houses in Navarra. While other noble families are divided between those who support the Pentagast line and those who would see new blood on the throne, the Forsythias have remained politically neutral. I doubt the Forsythias offer is entirely altruistic. There are advantages to allying with a powerful, far-reaching institution. Nevertheless, accepting their support will give us allies in Navarra without making a significant political statement. Might be more generous if they knew we had certain information on them. Approach from a position of strength, send a personal guard with the representative. Josephine says, let's keep this visit friendly. A few representatives can discuss the form their support will take. I'm going to do that. Nice. The pleasure of meeting with your representative. We are happy to lend the Inquisition our support on behalf of Her Grace Duchess Amalia. Cool. Right then. Now we can go back to the map. Pentagast always reminds me of the Pentecost. Yeah. Alright. World map. Sandra! And Iron Bull! And Sarah. I bet Sarah and Iron Bull have some pretty funny interactions. I normally call the Pentagast the Pentagast. This is chaotic. Amazing. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Take this opportunity to stretch. Because I've been sitting here for a while. Oh my goodness. Sorry for all the yawning. I've had trouble sleeping, but it seems like most people have. A lot of people have told me, they're like, oh, this winter I've just been having them like the worst time trying to get to sleep. It's been really dry. I did notice we had a cool thing on our, oh, that's cool. All right. I think of my old school district, which had a similar name, at least before I moved to Stock. That's funny. Every time I hear that, I think it's a horse. It's not. It's the ram. Hello. Well, Varric won't be here to be excited about all of this, but these guys over here do not care. Whoop, that's going over there. Sorry, stray magic. Tee-hee. And done. Yeah, we didn't get bonus points with Varric, but that's okay. I have this, please? Thank you. Ah! Sir August is dead! If this continues, we'll lose everything we worked for. We must do something. Send all the men out. Everyone who can fight. I'm heading to the Exalted Plains. There are still some freemen hiding out there. We can regroup. Emery. Well then, Emery. I look forward to kicking your ass, too. Rotten pieces of shit! Anything else? No. Although, Sarah has some funky concoctions. The effects of your listers last longer if you activate one immediately after the other expires. Since I'm sure she'll be doing that. What's that? That's a creepy painting. It's a lot of skeletons hiding in fear. A rush of sighs. How do I get up here? Surely not the dead tree. Oh, it is the dead tree. Oh. Oh, I see. It's always this long, circuitous route. I'm so glad that the platforming in Veilguard is much better than this. Ah, Great Mission Day 6. The Stormy Menace makes noises like a provoked cat at intervals of 1 hour and 15 minutes. It is surrounded by 4 swirling wraith-like demons. I have named them Primus, Secundus, Terentius, and Dummy. The first 3 orbit the menace like patrolling guards. Dummy follows, but often pauses and heads in a different direction. Very occasionally, he twirls around like a lost man trying to find his bearings. Day 8. Must be careful. A passing deer drew the attention of Dummy. For once he demonstrated a tremendous purpose. Felt almost proud. That pride was quickly replaced by great distress observing what followed. Deer should not bend that way. Oh my god. Another menace seen farther down the river. It seems in its infancy. No demons. I believe I have enough knowledge of the behavior of the menaces to attempt to destroy one. I will attempt this with the nascent menace. Caution is key. Oh crap. This guy's gonna be, like, inside out when we get here. Hello! One of them evolved into terror. They all evolved into terror! Oh, goody. How dare you! How dare! Oh, they're stuck up there. It's only me. Okay. Come off the cliff. There we go. You can hear the holy, like, following, following Cassandra. Oh, God. Veilguard lets you hold on to ledges? That's great. Where in the hell Oh, there he is. Oh, great. You pain in the ass! Oh, crap. No. No, thanks. No. No lasers. You know what? Orb. All of you get eaten by thing. Wow, that killed the terror demon, like, immediately. That's funny as hell. They are super dead. Okay. Is it making more babies? No. Bam. Fantastic. Pure lightning essence. Excellent. Well done, all of you. Once you got off of the cliff. Bear! Come back, I want the rune you have. It might actually be the only good one. Don't run away from me! There's a lot of blood lotuses here. Can't pick them, though. Don't run away from the Lord! Come back! There you go. I'm not saying he can't bear arms. I just also want them. No, it didn't have the rune on it. Oh well. What in the heck? A Bronto. Hi! Are we fighting? Or are we good? It's like, hey bro, how you doing? Alright. We'll have to wrap up in a moment. So,
how are you doing?
what? Yes? No? He said a sentence and then stopped. Alright, well. Okay. Okay. Let's go, Sarah. Oh, I hate when dialogue gets interrupted like that, but oh well. Thank God they're not fully immune to ice. That would be so annoying. Right. Yes. Can I... me again? There we go. Hello! No. Deceased! Die! Oh, that's nice. Vilgard, causes companions to resume what they were talking about,
Yep.
before combat started.
The
That's
problem solved, finally.
awesome. I saw that that's something that they did when they did the God of War, the newer one. Oh, a new
The
note.
first game that I played that did that was actually GTA.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. Then again, I never played GTA, so... Scrap of paper! There was once a sister from Sud, begging alms as a I guess it'd be Sud. Begging alms like a chantry girl should. Though she would take gold or clothes for the cold, she looked first for offers of... what? It probably would. It seems the logger was unable to finish his poem. Well, that sucks. Trees! Alright. Now that we've got that all squared away, why is this quarry still here? I claimed this. Why does it say I didn't? I need to teleport back here anyway, so let's go over there and make sure that we claimed the quarry. I believe it's over this way. Yeah, says I claimed it, but for some reason it's still on the map. It shouldn't be. So there's a second quarry near the first. Which maybe there is, and I just didn't see it. 2 quarries. Nope. It's just borked. Got it. Alright then. Time to do a hard save. Saved. Alright, I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. I can't really go any later because I gotta go and take Hanabi downstairs and give her a bath. It's time for baby have bath time. But I do want to say thank you all for stopping by. It's always lovely to see everybody. I hope that you had a good time. Thank you. And you're welcome. Let's see. As always, all the social links are below the video, both here on Twitch and also on my YouTube channel, including links to my Patreon. Oh yes, it's your birthday tomorrow, isn't it, Chaotic? The link to the Patreon where for as little as $1 you can support me every month and gain access to our Discord, where tomorrow we will be watching a Mystery Science Theater. We will be starting with either Squirm or Puma Man. And we will, in the second one, we will see if we have enough time to watch that day as well. And if not, we'll watch it next time. Higher tiers get access to greater rewards. You can support me here on Twitch as well, which will also get you the $5 tier rewards as well as what Twitch would give you. Oh, good night to you too, Biotic! And if you support me on both, I will combine the two and give you the rewards that would be equivalent to that. So, with that all squared away, I thank you all once again for watching. I hope that you had a lot of fun. If you're new here, please consider following or subscribing or whichever, depending on whatever platform you're on. So that you don't miss when we go live again. The next time that we stream will be Friday. And since Sophie is unavailable, we will be bringing my friend Jack back to play some more Marvel Rivals. Since everybody seemed to really enjoy that. And we've got ourselves new characters and new skins and all sorts of fun stuff. I have to remember to turn off the chat because now that competitive season is over, there's a lot of buttheads in the chat. And oh my goodness, can they just be really salty about nothing? So yes, you guys all have a great rest of your nights, okay? I hope I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers over on Patreon and give a special shout out to Jack Fox, Old Monster, A Furb Among Us, Dizarin, Revolution 72, the Dr. Fat, Eudemon, and Gilver. Thank you guys so much for your continued support.